Hey everyone, welcome back to Growing with the Rileys. I'm Trevin.
And I'm Kaylee.
We are a family of 6 here in southwest Missouri, homesteading our backyard, just under half an acre. This week marked our second week of our 22-week challenge of growing and eating our own food. Not much has really changed though. We're still eating radish. We like radish. We're finding new ways to enjoy radish.
Yeah, to eat the radish. We did get a little bit of arugula thrown in there too. So
and our eggs.
Yeah,
we have chickens right there. They give us eggs every day, eating off the land. It's awesome.
All right, and so for growing, we just got a few things into the ground, things like spinach and dill, but our main focus was getting our tomatoes trellised. Yeah,
last week you saw us get the tomatoes in the ground. Well, as they grow, we need something to stake them down. And over the last couple years, we've actually had some, we'll say, trials that we had to kind of face with our tomatoes falling over. So one of the things we wanted to focus on this year was how are we going to keep our tomatoes up? So stick around. So a staple crop in most every garden, in my opinion, would have to be tomatoes. As we've grown tomatoes, we've tried tomato cages, we've tried a Florida weave approach, we've actually tried taking posts, wooden posts, about 8 foot tall, sticking them right next to the tomato and staking them. Every year there's been some success, but in our opinion, mostly failure, so we're trying a new approach this year. Okay, so this approach, I'm just gonna label it more as like a greenhouse trellising approach. So this approach tends to, instead of staking a cage or anything like that in the ground, we ran a pole across here and we're gonna tie off twine. And as the tomato grows, we're gonna continue to weave it around or twist it around this twine. So with the tomato cages, what would tend to happen is I was trying to get them in far enough in the ground, but where we're at, we have a lot of rocky ground and couldn't get the cages secure. And so once the tomatoes got about this tall and put on fruit, they'd fall over. The tomato cages can end up being pretty expensive. Right here, we've got 6, 8, there's at least 14 tomato plants right here. That's 14 cages, which I think when we bought them 5 years ago, they were like $5, $6 a piece. So over time, that gets really expensive. So then one of the benefits is this system should hopefully cut costs. We get rid of the cages and we don't really have to anchor, since our beds are anchored into the ground, we can anchor these posts into the bed. With the Florida weave, you have 2 posts similar like these. But as the tomato grows, you'll weave a string in and out of each tomato and then back again. And then you keep doing that about every foot. It works. It's super time consuming. Where this one actually could solve a problem. As it grows, we just now kind of continue to weave the tomato plant around the string. Last year we had 2x2 posts. Actually, they're what's growing on the trellis. So we put those right next to the tomato plant, and as the tomato plant grew, we just took a zip tie, loosely we used the zip tie around the tomato plant. But again, it got top heavy and the posts still weren't completely secure, and so over time they would fall over. So now with this system, as the string's secured to the pole, it can't fall over. This did not take long to build at all. Usually my projects, I underestimate how long things are going to take me. This one I overestimated, and each one of these maybe took me 20 minutes at most to make. So they're super easy to make and super quick. So these are pretty well cost effective in my opinion. Again, this was just leftover 2x4s lumber I had sitting around. This is actually the top of a fence post, but you can use electrical conduit And then this is twine. Everything here is all recyclable material. So yeah, overall this was simple, this is quick, and cost. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button and join back as we continue to grow our food, eat our food, and hopefully inspire you to do the same. See you guys.